so big, word, Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, I wanted to get the tagline a little bit clearer. Just in case. Alright, what's up, everybody? This is the Shiva Podcast, everything melanin, everything magic, and everything black girls care about. And this is OMG Kyle. I am a hippie. I am a lover. I love everything earthy and everything just happy. Okay? And that's what we're going to start with. I'm a singer. I'm from North Carolina, and I've been in Philly for a little bit of time now. And I'm actually friends with Carmen. We sang in a singing group for a very long time. We did. We're going to keep this collective up.
Yeah,
Let's go next.
It's a collective. That's what it is. Shiva means queen, so anybody can be a queen, any black girl. Or if you identify as a black girl, come on, queen.
Oh, that is very
all queens
PC.
are welcome.
That is very PC.
You know,
That's
so
nice.
yeah, we're artists, we're lovers, we're all models, we're all singers, all musicians, all engineers, all
wow,
all those things. So this is the way that we see the world, and I think that you guys are gonna like this space.
Hey, it's your girl Mimi. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. I'm a singer, songwriter, model, actress, a rent car girl. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. But I'm excited. This is our second episode, and we have our special guest here. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
How y'all doing, man? I go by Ramsay, my birth-given name. I'm an actor. I'm an artist. CEO of my own record label. I'm from Brooklyn, New York originally. And I live in Jersey, man. I know the vibes. I'm a dad, a husband, you know, like former wrestler. Like, I've done it all, man. Like, talk about it. Let's go.
Okay, speaking of talking about it, we are not cutting you no slack today. This is, listen, this is really a girls' club, okay?
Let's get it, okay.
So, there's this topic going around, you know, I've seen the memes, maybe you've seen the memes on IG, whatever. But we need you to let us know that you letting your folks know, all the guys that you know,
Right.
like that they play a huge part in feminine hygiene.
So before we start, I wanted to say this before.
Oh, okay.
Before we start, listen,
Speaking of
David. No. Feel free to do not edit this out because this is close to my heart.
Okay.
And I just want y'all to understand. I just want y'all to understand
Yeah.
that this topic is important. And I've
Right.
gotten in so
Feminine
many
hygiene.
arguments around feminine hygiene
I don't
lovers
have
about
no
it.
hold. I don't hold no
Listen,
punches. So
okay,
like,
so I'm gonna give you a scenario, right?
All
And then
right.
we can start off
Okay,
from there.
let's go.
I
Let's
feel
go.
like Carmen already knows the scenario
she's making
too,
this
'cause she's
even
heard it
interesting.
too.
Like, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay, and you're married too.
Yeah, it's my
Perfect.
wife. So yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So
So
there's a difference between, well, apparently there's a difference between dating and fiance and marriage.
it is.
Apparently,
It is kind of.
exactly.
Here's no, in terms of what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Obviously, in terms of what I'm about to say. So, I'll just say, my ex refused to buy me tampons if I needed.
I'm in the store
Or
getting them for her.
painkillers.
All that. Like, I pick them out for her. Everything she needs.
Wait a minute. What?
I wash the clothes,
and-
like, you know, like the drawers, everything. Like, whatever she needs. Like, that's my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's why I said the difference. So before, not you personally, but if you were just dating someone, would you also do that
Fuck
for
no.
them?
Wait a minute.
And that was the thing before.
Because
Fuck no.
y'all
You
not
can't do
doing
that, man. Come on, like. It's
Why was it such a big deal?
No. I'll go to the store and still get you some pads. Yeah, sure. But, like, to the extent that I go with her, like, hell no.
Wait
Like,
a minute. So just
that's
a
a
second
lot.
ago.
Like,
Ah!
like, you know how long it took me to even start having, like taking shits in front of her? Like, we literally could be in the bathroom, she pooping, like, I'm in the bed, like, smoking and stuff. Like, that's, like...
You know that doesn't
How's
have
that
to happen
the
at the
same
same
thing?
time. Like, it's not like, you know.
No, I get it.
So
You know?
y'all do that. That's
So it's
just how
levels.
y'all do
It is levels. Like, I had to graduate to that. Like,
So
you
at
feel me?
first you were buying her maybe painkillers, and then you graduated to the tampons.
No, buying pads and tampons is like that's easy. Like, that's not an issue. Like, you know, that's nothing wrong with that. Like, even if I was just dating somebody, like, I would buy them pads or tampons.
Okay.
That's what the
That's
question
what I'm
was.
Yeah.
So so that was actually posed. That question was posed before at a round table, whatever. a bunch of dudes and some women, and they were all like, absolutely not. Why would I ever?
Yeah, no. Like when I said fuck no, it was more so like just going like into depth, like really doing all of this, like worried about your hygiene and like you're not my like no. But
wait.
Okay, let's go back to
We
question.
need to-
Go ahead.
I need to get to what that means.
No, what
What is it that you're not willing to do for someone who is not your wife?
Okay. It's kind of hard to even have that conversation because, like, then it's like, because then she looking at me like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, because it's like,
we gotta be more specific.
yeah, because, like, I really don't look at any other women, honestly.
So
like,
just
but
tell me what you mean by if she not my wife, I'm not doing, like,
Right.
it's just, I don't know. Like, I go out, like, me, I'm a very clean person. Like, I'm like, she can tell you that. Like, I'm taking 2-3 showers a day, smell good, all of that. Like, I'm big on that. You feel me? So, like, I'm big on her with that. Like, but, like, but she does that by herself, naturally.
She should.
Yeah, but some women, you would be surprised, don't. And that'll be a reason why a guy would stop talking to them. But it's like, if you're not my girl or nothing like that, and you don't know how to properly wipe your ass or something like that, like, it's been situations like that. I've dealt with women and they had tissue in their butt and all that. Like, if we gonna keep it a bean, I'm like, so it's like, all right, that's it. I'm never talking to you again.
What
You get what I'm saying?
Like,
like,
she had tissue in her butt. Would you tell her she had tissue in her
no,
butt?
I don't even like you. Like that's like you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Do y'all
you
be
get what I'm saying? Like,
when we get when we
They're
go in them?
so disgusting.
yeah, like so.
I still smell your vagina and you done left 20 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
that's not cool.
right.
Like, come on. Like,
So you gotta, from front to back, never the opposite.
yeah,
You know,
So,
never the
That's how
opposite
E. coli get around.
but if I even gotta tell you that, then like,
Right.
Like,
you
that's
know, notice
how the
why I only
bacteria,
have one
you
wife.
know,
I've never
yeah.
been married before. Like she handles her handles. So.
I got
Okay.
it today.
Okay. So what about other things? Like, are you aware? And you know what? Maybe you and your wife, maybe because it sounds like she got you all the way together. But
took
the
a while.
guys,
It
the
took a while.
guys that you know, right? Like your guy friends, is it generally known that like your penis can throw off a woman's pH and be responsible for an unpleasant odor?
I have been told that by my wife.
Come on, wife.
Stop it.
Now-
5 years.
Now we've been together 5 years, so we've been married since April, and
Congrats.
we have 5 kids. You know, like we got a tribe, and she's told me that because like sometimes she says that I'm fertile, I can't pull out. You know what I mean? Like, but I try not to do that too much. You get what I'm saying? But I mean that's what I was told. I mean she handles it on her woman's end, and it's never an issue.
That wasn't the question. Do men know?
I don't think most men know. Like I mean,
Because he just found out.
yeah,
He just
because it's
found
like.
out 5 years ago.
Well, not 5 years ago, but over the course of the
In
relationship.
No.
No, I'm saying over the course of the relationship.
Okay.
But when you dealing with somebody, on a regular, like, y'all have those type of conversations. When you date and it's like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really get into all of that until you really, really like somebody. That's when you start really caring about what they do or whatever. Like, she told me one time she messed with some guy and he had some crunchy ass socks, right? And she never talked to him again. She never talked to him again. Now, like,
He recycles his socks.
the crunchy socks. So it's like, but that was like a turn off for her. So it was like, all right, she never talked to bro again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, some people, if you don't like them, they don't even make it past that point of you correcting them on anything. You feel me? Like, you have to really genuinely like somebody to even care enough to tell them.
That's real though. Crunchy socks. That
But you
means
know
you
what?
weren't washing anything.
I don't think
And wearing them again.
I honestly don't
Yeah.
think from what I have seen, I got a lot of guy friends. I don't think they be knowing that they be throwing it off because I'm like half of them, half the guys I
Dirty.
know, and I've had this conversation. They will still smash a joint that know they got an odor,
Absolutely.
and I'm like, if I can smell and get a whiff of her with her pants on, how could you still proceed to go through with sex? Like,
Not to
thank
follow
you.
through.
How did you?
At that
And they're
point,
like,
that's
follow
what's in their
through.
I ain't gonna lie,
I
I've
was
been
already
there. I've been
in
there. I've been there, and you there now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
it'd be there, and my shit would just go down.
But
if it was
here's the
me.
thing though, it's the same thing with women.
So-
Women that have sex with a dude with a small penis and still go through with it, and then you be
No,
like,
that's
oh,
different than odor. Body odor
Well,
is different.
no, but-
because now if his balls, he got outstanding
My
ball
face.
funk. I can't do it.
First
No,
of
you're
all,
not getting no hit.
You know how long it takes? Like,
no, you're not.
It
No,
really takes a lot
now
for
put
a
my
guy's
mouth
balls
on
to
that.
stink. Like, if a guy's balls stink, he really, like, does not clean himself.
Okay, thank you for saying that.
No, I'm gonna be real with you because it's hard for your nuts to just be stinking
No,
like that.
thank you
like,
for saying that because we didn't know how hard it is.
Yeah, it's
for that to
hard.
happen.
It's extremely
You know
hard.
what
So
I'm
if he stink, he dirty. Like, cause you shitting, like your balls shitting, a little sweat, yeah.
We
But if
didn't know
it's
that. Did
No,
you
I
know
didn't
that?
know
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Well,
That's like my
you
face
you
was
learn
like
something new every
shocked
day.
too.
You
I'm
learn
like,
something new every day. You learn something new every day.
Wow.
can we
All
talk
I know
about their
if it's
diet
salty,
too?
if it's salty and all that, I'm not touching you.
The sweat glands. I just don't want them touching me if they're
I have
dirty.
literally-
It comes from the inside. You know what I mean?
Right. So
Sweat.
nobody's gonna be surprised if it's coming from me. But
God. PG-13 or what?
but like you know how like sometimes you give a head and then you swallow and it's just like nigga, what did you eat? You don't have enough water in your baby.
Yeah, I don't. She,
Water.
you know,
Like
she's
you know
told
what I
me
mean?
that.
Do y'all know that y'all can't just eat trash all day?
She's
Or,
saying you
like,
don't have enough water in
I
your
eat the
baby.
same shit she eat. I eat the same shit she be eating. Like we be eating the same food, you know. But I mean, I've heard that. I've heard that from her.
So do y'all care about stuff like that? Men in general, do they care? Like, oh damn, I gotta make sure that this is coming through a certain way.
I've never actually went through like a regimen to make sure that my sperm is like empty or mingled but if that's a possibility, I might want to start looking into that.
Women,
I would love to give her some flavor.
Women be sitting up there eating a bunch of pineapples, talking about something. Yeah, I'm gonna taste sweeter. I don't know how true that is, but
right? But it is true. Like, no, we drink cranberry juice, we drink water. Like, we make sure our skin clear. We make sure
coconut water.
coconut. Like, we do stuff like that.
Facts.
yeah, because
Y'all
it
just
definitely
have
has
us
an
out
effect.
here sometimes. Like, y'all don't even. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna stop telling stories after this.
Right.
But I had
Calm yourself
a guy. I'm very like conscious. Like, I don't want to have sex with you if I don't feel fresh or clean or whatever. So I want to get in the shower before anything. And granted, not every time you shower before whatever, depending on what's going on. But I'd be like, yo, let me hop in the shower. I'll be back in 10 minutes. A nigga told me that's seasoning.
Huh?
What? I ain't never heard of that. That's crazy. I'm learning new shit today. Like,
I'm not
what
even
seasoning?
lying. I'm not even lying. This nigga is like, I
What
don't
was?
care.
I'm talking about. What was seasoning? Like,
Her dirt.
Just me not having been watching. Like, you ain't never offended me. You good? Like,
that's crazy.
the
I
thing.
mean, like you said, we don't always get in the shower, and but like if she just took a crazy dosky, or if I just took a crazy
Right, I'm
dosky,
on a run.
like no, because some people will take a shit and still go fuck. Like I can't do that. Like if I poop, I need to get in the shower and really like cleanse this. Like you feel me? Like before we even get to
or
the
even after coming from the gym, like nobody wants to be all sweaty and salty, and I can't
it's
even
the
lick
word
all
for
over
me.
your
Like
neck,
the seasoning word.
No.
Like
It's
like
a
that.
tofu.
I've literally.
Like it was
No,
the
you don't know how
seasoning.
many people. Like I've come straight off stage, sweaty and everything. I had a guy put his face in my
Oh
sweat.
no!
That feels nasty. Especially if I don't
That made me
It-
uncomfortable. Like,
that just I
was
just
a lot.
gotta wait
I
for me
was
too.
uncomfortable. I was
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
That sounded like it was uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I apologize if that happened to you.
You learn
That's
something
crazy.
new every
Like,
day.
That's wild.
This is why it's hard for me to get freaked out about things.
Right? No, for real. That I understand. I totally understand. But
I'm
yeah,
still
it's,
stuck
it,
on
I guess what you say. You still stuck on what?
The sweat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sweat part.
Yeah.
Especially with COVID and shit now, like that would literally make me freak out. Like people are starting to come outside more, but me and her, like when the world was just starting to open up, we was in the mall and like I was having an anxiety attack. Like we was like in the Chick-fil-A and I'm like looking around, like what the hell is going on? I'm like, I'm like looking around, like all scared and stuff. Like yo, we gotta get back to the house because like it's too many people, they're too close to me. The world is closing in on me and shit. Like now I'm a little bit more open, but
Fear break down your immune system. You gotta be careful.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you gotta be.
It
It does. You know what I'm saying? I went everywhere twice through COVID. Okay, I was in Key West, I was in Atlanta, I was in LA, everywhere twice. You hear me? And got COVID 20 minutes away from the house. So
Damn.
just my house, like here in Philly, from somebody who was fully vaccinated.
Something don't sound right about that.
So you can do all that math if you want. All I'm saying is, you know.
Somebody Right, somebody came through there.
All right, well, I think we should,
Transition to
transition
another. What else do you want to know
you.
from
What's
Debbie?
on track?
Well,
Indeed.
we got a married man in here,
We
so I think
do.
this is the perfect question.
Okay.
Scale from 1 to 10. How common do you think infidelity is in marriages and why?
Yeah, we're not talking about your
No. but
unless you want to talk about.
No. I'm always going to speak from experience, so I'm never, But now, see, saying marriage or just in a relationship in general though, because
Marriage.
I don't know how common it is for other people in marriage, but
Do you know other common,
Couples.
common couples and stuff like that?
I've known people that have been through shit. I've been through some traumatic shit. Like me and my wife. Like, you feel me? Like, we've both been there with each other. You feel me? But, like, we got to the point where when I was ready to marry her, I was done with all the fuck shit. I'm like, all right, look, we either going to be married or we not. You feel me?
Okay.
And we have our issues. So don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes we have our issues. Like, you feel me? She just put me out the other day. And I went back home. Like,
I'm
you feel me? So, like, we really...
You gotta teach him a lesson.
Yeah, you feel me? So, like, we really was going at it, but, like, marriage is, like, supposed to be forever, you feel me? Because I think that this generation is so quick with, all right, well, if this person fucks up one time, that's it. They think everybody's replaceable. And really and truly, everybody isn't replaceable. When we start talking about our grandparents, our people that was married 40, 50 years, you think they wasn't getting cheated on? You think nobody cheated? Like, come on, you're not going to just cheat one time and leave. Now, I'm not condoning the shit. But as far as marriage goes, I think that you should strive to not do that. Most people get married before really knowing the person.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, I really, truly married, like, the illest person, like, I think I can marry. You feel me? Like, she's dope as fuck. I thought she was dope before I married her. So, we didn't get married, and I'm like, oh, yeah, now she's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know the worst things about her, the best things about her.
Right.
So I can make that decision and determine what I want to do. And even with all knowing what I know, I was like, all right, let's get married.
Y'all better have married 5 kids.
Yeah, we
Is it difficult?
Is it
Is it
difficult being married?
difficult for you as an artist, to walk that line of, honoring your marriage?
Not now, because I've been a dog since birth. Right? Now, I'm going to be real with you. Like, I've been a dog since birth. Like, I lost my virginity at 12. I'm 30. I've literally had sex with different types of women, older women, like women that, like, you know what I'm saying? I've done it all. Like, the threesomes, all. I literally lived a life, like the Playboy Mansion, you feel me? Like Hugh Hefner. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, what else is there to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want somebody that's going to love me. Somebody that's just going to be there with me. I can grow old with. I can have fun with. You feel me? She compliments me sexually, intellectually. You feel me? Like, the whole shebang-a-bang. So it's like, I learned how to walk in a room full of beautiful women, and I'm not thinking about having sex with every single last one of them when I see them. You feel me? I used to be like that. I was like, shit, she got a big butt.
I think we're all comfortable with that.
Yeah, you feel me?
We're appreciative.
Very
Thank you.
Well, no, I'm just telling you because it takes a while, because men, like, when we're young, even the way we're taught, like my uncles and them, you see that she got fat ass, you got to fuck that girl. Oh, how many girls you get? How many girls you get? So it was like a thing, like, that's how you was raised, right? Because my biological father got killed at 6, and my mom, she's married now, but she didn't marry till I was 17. So it's like I grew up in a single parent home. There's no father around, you feel me? Like, I got the dudes in the hood, but they not married.
There's so much I want to say.
I have questions now,
Yeah,
right?
like,
Don't you?
I told you we could really talk. Like, I could, let's talk.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask my question and then you ask your question. So, like, you said your uncles were the ones telling you, you gotta fuck this girl, you gotta fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I seen it on TV and, raps
But
and
it's
shit.
The toxic masculinity.
for just like a woman, it's like, have you ever been that father figure or that older cousin or that uncle to turn around and tell your cousin, your younger brother, whatever, you gotta go fuck that girl? Like,
When I was younger, now, but see, I got daughters.
so what was I need to talk to that guy who was saying that. Like, what was the purpose, what was the point in training?
Well, I don't even know, because he's married now. But like I said, this is when I was 12 years old. He was still young himself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
so
emotional maturity.
yeah, it takes time.
And
Like, women don't
Probably it's
understand. Like,
competition, too.
And
No, it's just, I mean,
within-
okay, this is
within
where my
that-
mind is. I'm so, it's so weird to me, because when you're raising a girl, you know what I'm saying, you instill in her what she's going to need for life. And we think that the same thing's happening with y'all. So I guess the question is, what was it that you were instilling that you felt like, oh, he gonna need to know how to fuck this girl? Like, You know what I'm saying? What is that culturally that we've passed down?
I don't even think it was that. Honestly, well, like I said, I was young. I was doing the acting. I've been in movies and TV shows since I was a kid. So it was like women always naturally just kind of flocked to me. So it was like, as a kid, I'm learning life. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just messing. I actually was scared of women at one point. Like, I remember the first girl that tried to have sex with me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm trying to play with toys and stuff. And like, she's trying to go on the roof. And I'm like, whoa, man. Like, you feel me? But once I got that first taste of the shit, I was like, oh, this shit like crap. Like, you feel me? Like, and then I was a kid. So it was like, all right, boom, boom, boom. You got to keep going. And then the craziest part is, and like, I'm very transparent with my shit. I was 12 years old. This is how my mom knew I was having sex. So I lost my virginity. Me and my cousin, we got on the train. We went to go see some girls, like, on the whole other side of town. I told my mom I was going to the Chinese restaurant. I ended up using duct tape because I didn't have a condom. Don't ask me. The shit was extremely painful. Like, it was a terrible experience, right? So,
ow,
right? Now,
what?
but I'm going to show you how the community is fucked up, though. Like, the black community.
Silent scream right now? I'm so sorry. I haven't let that out.
It was painful. My shit was a different shade. Like